So I'm back. And I feel like causing drama today. Here's why. So, we are going to rank everything in Star Wars. Woo! Okay, we will be ranking with a tier list, kind of. So, we are going to be ranking everything in Star Wars. And like, when I mean everything, I mean literally everything. We're doing cartoons. We are doing the new shows. We're doing all the movies. So, we have 5 different tiers, as you can see. We have Slade. That means it was literally life-changing, world-altering. It was literally the best thing to ever happen to mankind. Amazing. That means it was still really good. Wasn't like my cup of tea personally, but like it was amazing. It means it didn't change the world essentially, but it was still great. Solid means it was like, all right. I had fun. I liked the beat. It was entertaining, but you know, wasn't amazing, wasn't a slide. Means, it was still good. Was it amazing? No. Was it really, really good though? Yeah, but it's more like a go home means literally no. What was the point? What was the reason this was bad? I'm gonna be surprised if anything is in that category because I don't hate any of Star Wars, contrary to what most fans believe. Anywho, we're gonna get started. We're gonna go in order of timeline, kind of. We're gonna go in whatever order I feel like because this is my YouTube channel and I get to do what I want here. Anyway, we're gonna start with The Phantom Menace. Now, The Phantom Menace is tricky. Was it amazing? Yes. Did it get really, really boring at times? Also, yes. Did I see it as a kid and literally fall asleep? So it's gonna go in, because good parts, Darth Maul, he was a menace, indeed. He gave 50%, but, you know, whatever. Phantom Menace goes in. Attack of the Clones. I enjoy a lot of this movie. I think it's pretty solid. Not my cup of tea personally, but like, you know what? I love it. Padme's fits. She slays the whole movie. So you know where we're gonna put it? We're gonna put it in solid because the movie was pretty solid. Did it have its low points? Absolutely. Did a lot of the characters annoy me? A lot of the movie? Yeah, but it was still solid. I still enjoyed a lot of it. The Clone Wars. Literally art. It slayed. Were there boring moments? Absolutely. Were there moments that I was like, yes. I'm being picky, I'm gonna put it in amazing. Okay. Because, like, here's the thing. If there were parts in it that I was like, you know that one droid arc in, like, season 6 or something? And there's a couple of arcs in the first couple of seasons that I'm like, I'm gonna just skip. So, I'm gonna say it's amazing. But the rest of it, like season 7, art. So much of it, art. The Mortis arc, literally art. Should go in, like, MoMA or something. That is art. Moving on. Revenge of the Sith. Literally art. I'm sorry. It's literally art. Wait, where is it? Oh my god, wait. I f***ed up. There we go. I switched Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones by accident. Those posters are literally the exact same, so I'm sorry. It has been fixed. So anywho, Revenge of the Sith, literally art. Belongs in a museum. It literally belongs in a museum. Yeah, there's not a bad moment in that entire movie. It's so good. It's literally, I don't even know. We know where it's going. Literally slayed. That movie, life-changing, world-altering, changed everything about everything. And it got too much hate for literally no good reason. I'm sorry. And also, can we talk about Anakin's hair? I know it's a wig, but that wig literally ate. That wig was my sexual awakening at 4 years old, so whatever. Anywho, let's do Rebels next. Rebels gets way too much hate. I'm sorry the animation is like the Ralph McQuarrie style. I think it slays. I think the artwork and like the animation style is literally iconic because it is. And you can't tell me that I'm wrong because I'm not. So Rebels is gonna go in Slade because it's only 4 seasons and every single one bars. Every single season is concise, it's to the point. We have found family, the Star Wars trope, and the family slays. There are no bad episodes of Rebels, and you cannot tell me that I'm wrong, because every single character is literally so iconic and so individualized. Oh my god. The Ghost Crew, literally, Kardashians, who? That is the family of the 21st century. Literally iconic. They should be making Kardashian money. Anywho, Rogue One, literally art. Art. There is nothing bad about Rogue One. Every single second is iconic. First of all, it's a very diverse cast, which Let's go Star Wars. Took way too long for that to happen. Rogue One is such a good movie. If I am introducing a friend to Star Wars, I start with Rogue One because that movie is quintessentially Star Wars. It's got the rebellion literally slaying, but it also has they can fail too. I think that's iconic. They did something that had never really been done before, which is the good guy doesn't win, and they really don't win. They really don't win in Rogue One, but also the Empire doesn't really win either. No, the Empire does win, I guess, because, And then we get cameos from freaking Princess Leia. Daddy Bail Organa is in there. Everybody cheered. Anywho, we are gonna put Rogue One in Slade because it did. Literally iconic. A New Hope. I'm gonna get so much hate for this. I love A New Hope. That was my first Star Wars movie ever. Shout out to my dad for showing it to me at a young age. It is a movie of its time. It is very slow, I think. It's got some slow points, but it's so iconic, and it introduces literally the most iconic characters in the entire Star Wars universe. So I have to give it some props for that. I mean, we get to meet the girl who would become my entire personality in 30 years, so that's pretty cool, I guess. It's Slade. We will be putting that there. Empire Strikes Back. So this is my favorite Skywalker saga movie of all time because it's literally so iconic. Can we talk about Leia's fits? The Cloud City dress? Can you not see how iconic it is? I'm looking at it right now. It's hung up on my wall. It's literally the best costume ever created, ever. And you cannot tell me any different. But besides that, I love when the good guy doesn't win. At the end, it's not they don't really win, but they lose Han. They don't save him until the next movie, obviously. But we have to wait a whole nother movie to see that happen. And Luke loses a hand, and we find out that Darth Vader's his father, which is literally life-altering. It was an iconic moment in society. It literally changed lives. It literally changed lives. So we're putting it in Slade because that movie did slay, and you cannot tell me otherwise. We get Han and Leia romance, the best couple in Star Wars. Argue with the wall because you can't tell me I'm wrong. I love an enemies to frenemies to lovers. You can't blame me for that. Okay, what is next? Return of the Jedi? I like this movie. I wear the Andor costume a little bit too much. I wear Leia's Andor poncho more than I wear anything else. I had slept in it before. The costumes are iconic. The beginning of it is a little bit slow, and I don't love the Hut Slayer Leia scene, but we don't have to get into that right now. We'll talk about Hut Slayer Leia in a different video because I have so much to say about that. But anywho, Jabba the Hutt, I literally couldn't care less until I watched more Star Wars and I discovered how scary he is. As its own thing, the whole Anakin turning to the light side at the end and then all the Force ghosts, it's great. I love it. It's gonna go in amazing because it is amazing. And it was the end of an era. People didn't know if they were gonna get another Star Wars movie, and this one is a pretty solid way to end, I think. Okay, what's next? The Force Awakens. The Force indeed did awaken. Kathleen Kennedy called the Force and said, "Bitch, wake up. It's time to work." She works hard for her money, Miss Force Awakens, and she slayed. So, it's going in Slade because, you know what? Say what you will, that it copied A New Hope. Shut up. That movie was amazing. So, I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. We got Finn Ray. Listen, I was a big Finn Ray girly back in the day. I stand Finn Ray so hard. Oh my god. Kylo Ren didn't really care. I mean, I care because he's Han and Leia's kid, and that's kind of iconic, and he's super cute. Force Awakens was a really good movie. The soundtrack, stellar. Rey's opening belongs in the freaking MoMA. It was iconic. It was a moment in history, a moment in pop culture. It changed lives, and everyone in that movie literally slayed. I'm sorry, they literally did. Anywho, it goes in Slade. Okay, here's the thing. I like to watch Solo after Force Awakens in my Star Wars rewatch because Han Solo just died. Let's learn a little more about him. Let's learn about Han Solo. Let's learn about his ex. Let's learn about how he became Han Solo, how he met his bestie. It makes Force Awakens hit even harder, and his death in Force Awakens, soul-crushing. So Solo, I love this movie personally. I have rewatched it many a time. I think it's fantastic because he's a great character. Also, Alden kills it as Han Solo. He literally slays. That performance was life-changing in and of itself. And people didn't like it. It came out at a really awkward time. It came out in freaking March or something. That was right after The Last Jedi was getting mountains of hate, which say what you will about that. We're gonna talk about that later. But Solo had to hop right onto that hate train so soon after. If it had a Christmas time release, I think we would have Solo 2 right now. # make Solo 2 happen. The girlies are waiting. Love the Crimson Reign comic, but make Solo 2 happen. I'm gonna say that it's You know what? It is amazing. The movie is amazing. There's so many fascinating points about it, and like the whole Enfys Nest thing, I was gagged in the theater. Transformed. I was literally shocked. I was stunned. So, moving on. What should we do next? Let's do The Last Jedi. I'm ready to cause problems. Hear me out. So, The Last Jedi, I think that it did something that has never been done before, which is all the most beloved characters, they literally took those and said, don't follow your instincts. Which I think is sick. I love that Luke is all like disgruntled and that he's like in his depressed era. Like he's in his emo era and I'm here for it because like I would be too. Think about it, you know? If you lost your nephew to the dark side, mind you, his first student, his nephew, his best friend's kid, I would literally lose my mind. I would also go to this random ass island and live my life till the end. Also, I'm not a Reylo. But those scenes did kind of eat, so that movie did slay. And also, like, I know that, like, the battle sequences are not great, the CGI, whatever. The Holdo maneuver changed my life. I literally gagged in theater. That changed lives. That scene alone changed lives. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this one in amazing because some things really annoy me. So Holdo herself did kind of annoy me a little bit, not gonna lie. That whole situation with Poe could have gotten resolved with, like, a conversation, but you know what? I digress. Also, I think that Leia should have died in this movie because I don't like the way the Rise of Skywalker treated her. We'll get to that shortly. You know what? I'm gonna make a whole video about this. I'm gonna make a whole video about how I feel about The Last Jedi because I think it deserves its very own thing, just because I have a lot to say because I do love this movie and the cinematography is literally unreal, and the porgs are so freaking cute. Oh my god. I have this memory of after seeing this movie, I just got my driver's license. Me and my sister drove to a Target that had one porg toy left in stock, and we bought that. It was $50, spent it on a porg. Because that's how iconic they were back in the day. I was literally obsessed. I'm still obsessed. I got 3 porgs when I went to Galaxy's Edge, okay? Don't judge me. I love porgs. Anywho, The Rise of Skywalker. Okay, I have a lot of things I like about this movie. However, that was the first time I've ever walked out of a Star Wars movie and felt so unfulfilled. So here's the thing, I rewatch these movies so often. I rewatch the Star Wars movies all the time. It's like, it's what I do. However, this one, here's the thing. Whenever I rewatch an old Star Wars movie, I find more things that I like about it, and then I like it more. However, I've rewatched this movie twice, and I hate it more and more. I'm not gonna lie. There's so many things about it that I'm just like, It's a heavy sigh. Damn, bro. Oh, God. Yeah, no, not my thing. But you know what? I have a whole sequels video coming out very soon that we're gonna talk about the sequels because I think that a lot of the hate is undeserved. I don't love this movie. I don't hate it, though. This movie's not my favorite, clearly. But I don't think it deserves as much hate as it does, and we're gonna have that conversation very, very shortly. Link will be in the comments more than likely when that video comes out. Anyway, we are moving on to the TV series. Let's do it in order of when they came out. I think that's a good idea. Okay, Mando Season 1, life-changing. Oh my god, life-changing. However, I've rewatched it twice, Mando Season 1, and I'm like, it's alright. It's not my favorite in the whole wide world, but it does introduce, it's like A New Hope. It's iconic, but it's not like art, if that makes sense. Introductions are not always art, as we can see with Marvel, those first intro movies. We'll do a Marvel ranking one day, I promise. Mando's gonna go in, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. It's gonna go in solid. Mando's going in solid, and you can't judge me for that. Anyway, what came next? Mando Season 2 was iconic. It was iconic. Every single episode, so solid. The way his 1999 Chevrolet kept on breaking down and he had to go get it fixed and then it blew up, that was art. Everyone was gagged. Grogu getting taken away by Luke Skywalker? Was not expecting that. I wish I had filmed my reaction because I literally was sobbing. Here's a picture. Yeah, I was literally a mess when that happened. Remember when we all thought that Cal Kestis was gonna come and save the day? Because I do, and I did not think that. I didn't think anyone was gonna come, to be quite honest with you. The Ahsoka episode, oh my god, Bo-Katan, oh my god. Dave Filoni being in the episode, that was iconic. Cara Dune, not iconic, not just like, okay, the actress. I mean, look. So, I think that means that I'm kind of slaying. Anyway, Mando Season 2 was incredible. There was not a minute I hated about that. I didn't ever get bored. I never got pissed that the episode was what it was. And it was also a good time for Star Wars TikTok. My TikToks during Season 2 of Mandalorian were iconic, and you cannot deny it. So Mando Season 2 is going to go in amazing. Actually, it's going to go in slay, because it did change lives. It truly did. The effect it had on pop culture, incredible. Anyway, what comes next? I want to say Bad Batch. Okay, here's the thing about Bad Batch. Star Wars these days is for kids. It caters to adults, but it is for children. The Bad Batch was beloved by a lot of kids, and a lot of you guys love the Bad Batch too. I do love it as well, but it's not my favorite. It moved kind of slow. I wasn't super enthralled with the plot or with the characters. Some of the characters annoyed me a little bit, but also I'm not 10 years old. When we were watching the Clone Wars as kids, we loved it. It was like our Saturday morning cartoons. And right now, the Bad Batch is on season 1 of the Clone Wars. And it'll get better, but right now it's not my favorite. But I'm excited for season 2. Kids I used to nanny, they love the Bad Batch, think Omega's awesome, and they love Hunter and the droids and whatnot, but it's just not my thing personally. But great show. Okay, next up is Book of Boba Fett. Solid. It was solid. I liked a lot of it. Actually, you know what? It's gonna go in because 1, I wish there was more Boba Fett. 2, the plot took a long time, and also the back-to-tank scenes. I think there was 2 or 3 too many. But also we needed context. I can't blame it for that. I just think the show itself as a concept wasn't really, I find my favorite parts of that were parts where Boba Fett wasn't even in it. The Luke training Grogu scene, I adored with Ahsoka, and we got the Ahsoka and Anakin line. Life-changing, literally life-altering. But I didn't like the scenes with Boba Fett, which makes me go yeah, not really my thing, but I have friends who loved it. But yes, next up is Kenobi! Yeah. This show slayed. I'm sorry. This show slayed. This show ate and left literally no crumbs. This show was it was revolutionary. Oh my god, how long have people been waiting for this? I've been waiting for this since I was 5 years old. Oh my god, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh my god. There's no words to describe how incredible this show was. Yeah, it was really good. I'm in love with it. It was iconic. Can't deny it. But yeah, it was so good. God damn. People gave this show so much hate. The racists, they love to throw hate at this show. Oh my god. Moses Ingram got so much hate for this for literally no reason. I have rewatched this show 15 times. It gets better every single time, and her performance was stunning. Vivian Lyra Blair, oh my god, she killed it. Also got way too much hate for literally no good reason. She gave us the most life-altering, world-changing droid of the entire universe. Look at this face and tell me the show is bad. You can't. You literally can't. We got to see Aldrin again. You guys, I wish I'd filmed my reaction because my world changed. I literally was screaming and crying. I'm not even a little bit kidding. We were in my friend's hotel room at Star Wars Celebration. They can tell you, I was literally losing my mind. I was screaming and crying at the exact same time. It was so messy. I had so much fun. It was iconic, and I'm so sad that it's over. And little Luke, oh my god, and Hayden Christensen coming back. We're gonna do a review of Kenobi one day because I have so many goddamn thoughts. I have so many thoughts about it. Okay, that is my Star Wars ranking. If you have anything not nice to say, don't say it at all. Or do. It pushes the video, which is nice. But yeah, that's my Star Wars ranking. It changes all the time. I have a top 10 list of a numbered list of what my favorite Star Wars movies are and shows and stuff, and it changes every day. These opinions change all the time with how I'm feeling or whatever, what's currently coming out. But yeah, that's what I have so far. I think it's a pretty solid ranking. I would watch all these movies again though, except for Rise of Skywalker. That is my Star Wars ranking. If you like this video, comment, subscribe if you will. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day, have a wonderful afternoon, have a wonderful night, whichever may be the case for you. May the Force be with you, and have a wonderful day. Bye!